Hello everyone, this is Sudeep from Coin Gabbar reporting live from the Sonic Summit. And I'm joined by Mitchell. Hi Mitchell, how are you?
Sir, doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great. So we would like to talk about certain things about what Sonic is all about, how is the vibe around Token2049 Business Edition and other things which are there in the region.
Yeah.
So just starting off with Bitcoin hitting like 100k plus, still maintaining that level. That is, I think, the genesis of what the wallet ecosystem or the crypto ecosystem looks like. What are your thoughts about that?
Yeah, overall, momentum in Bitcoin really helps drive the entire market, and more liquidity comes into kind of the larger cap coins like Bitcoin and Ethereum to start. And then as people get more familiar with those assets, it starts to kind of trickle down to some of the newer platforms, newer tech that's been being built like Sonic Labs.
So how long have you been into the ecosystem, and when exactly did the idea of forming something like Sonic Labs come to your mind?
So I've been building in the ecosystem since early 2013. I actually got involved in Bitcoin in January 2013.
OG then.
Yeah, I've been here for a long time. It was really hard to buy and sell at the time, so we set up some Bitcoin ATMs. In-person brokerages. We scaled those operations around the world. After that, I built one of Canada's earliest crypto exchanges, sold that into a public company in 2015. Built another company, another crypto exchange in Canada inside of a public company in 2018. Led that through the regulation and registration process, helped educate the regulators across the country there. And then, I've been building the kind of junction between crypto and capital markets. So starting in November of last year, we started building out Sonic Strategy, which essentially acts as a bridge between traditional investors and the Sonic ecosystem, where they can get exposure to Sonic through their traditional brokerage accounts. So throughout building that, we essentially kind of became an institutional sales arm for Sonic. And as we got closer to the ecosystem and closer to the team, it made sense to me to kind of step across the aisle onto the Sonic Labs team, and that's where I stepped into the role as CEO of Sonic Labs today.
How does the name Sonic comes into picture? Is it about speed? Is it about your affinity with the gaming ecosystem or the character, or what?
I think overall, that decision was made before I came in. I just joined the company, but in my mind, Sonic is, it represents speed and scale.
Speed is the biggest deterrent in the blockchain ecosystem. We come from the ages of Bitcoin, the BTC chain. The transaction takes a lot of time. Ordinals have facilitated a lot of things. But ETH came with this thing, but ETH also slowed down over a period of time. The more and more projects loaded on it. But we are in the lookout for fast chains which can actually speed up the transactions. And I came from the accounting and audit side, and I know that things work in the way of speed. Visa is processing close to like 24,000 transactions per second. And you need to beat that server if you want blockchain to be really fast. So how fast can Sonic go?
Yeah, so ultimately you're exactly right. In order for, where we think this world is going with everything coming on chain, whether it's, money obviously has come on chain. Stable coins are the best example of real world assets being tokened. It's been the most successful, but I see a world where everything will be tokenized. Real estate, equities, bonds, loans, everything will be moving on chain. And in that world, we need a blockchain that can handle the throughput of the number of transactions happening globally. They need to be fast. And right now, Sonic can handle 400,000 transactions per second with sub 1 second finality. So it's extremely fast and it's scalable. And that's where, we're gonna be here. We're gonna help bring some lighthouse applications on chain with Sonic now. We're actively hiring, build out our communications team and marketing team and our business development team to attract some of these projects and articulate to the market exactly what we can do.
So you have just joined Sonic as CEO. What vision have you come up with? What vision do you want to drive Sonic with?
Yeah, essentially that. We've got this amazing foundation here. We've got, we're in a position that a lot of teams would be very envious of, where a lot of teams are competing right now to raise capital so they can go and try and build something like what we've built. We've got a really strong treasury. We've got a lot of cash on the balance sheet. And we've got this tech that's been built over the last 8 years. And so we're in a position that, this isn't abstract. The tech has been built, the treasury is here, the team is in place, but we just need to add some firepower to the team, bring in some more seasoned executives that can kind of articulate our value proposition, communicate this message globally, attract world-class projects to build on the team and just continue to build up the ecosystem.
And how do you envision the role of community in building Sonic up?
The role of the community is huge, and one of the first things that we want to do inside Sonic Labs is open up our communication with the community, make it stronger. I think that there's been a little bit of a gap there. I think that the team's moving really quick, and I want to add some more support into the team so that they can communicate more clearly, be making decisions more tactically, and kind of adding that layer of stability that investors we look for in blockchains.
I hope after this interview, when a lot of others, that summit and everything, community will definitely come in flocking behind you.
Yeah, well, we're excited to talk to them, and we want to open up the lines of communication between the builders, between the community members, between our investors, and all of our stakeholders. Ultimately, we can't build a global community on our own. We need people that want to come and build with us. And like I said, the tech is there. Anybody that's used it can attest that this is best in class. That's the message that we're trying to build, and we want to be actively engaging with community members.
So how's the summit so far?
It's been fantastic. Yeah, we've been having a lot of really good conversations. There's a lot of people here. The energy is high.
And if you say about the Token 2049 on the whole, what do you see from here? I mean, how is it going? Because I have seen like 4 or 5 editions of Token till now. And every event, every edition is like better than the last one.
Yeah.
And this year is going to be even bigger, people say. What is your thought about that?
Yeah, I would absolutely agree. I think that the landscape is maturing, and it's maturing rapidly. At Token has always been very high level, top tier talent globally. But, I think that as crypto continues to evolve, and we've got nation states and government mining and buying Bitcoin and building up blockchain integrations into their base structure, the quality of these events continues to improve. Like you said, year on year, we see it. The energy, the quality of projects.
It's not just about the projects. It's even about the adoption rate.
Yeah,
I mean, you see the Chainalysis report. Adoption rate is going higher and higher every year.
Yeah.
And that is basically the crux. People are accepting this Web3 ecosystem. People are accepting what on-chain might look like.
Yeah.
And people are even accepting how in the times to come blockchain might be the future of tech.
Yeah.
Coupled with AI. That brings me to the next interesting topic. Artificial intelligence is taking a big time. Machine learning AI is taking a big time in the blockchain space also. They are like stepping up in this. Any way in which you are implementing AI as well into Sonic ecosystem, or how things are moving in that direction? Because AI is now a married word to blockchain.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I think that ultimately AI is becoming more integrated in every aspect of our lives, but it's definitely becoming more integrated in the blockchains. We've seen this starting to happen with projects like Hey Anon, where we've got essentially full AI agents on chain. And then we've also got, internally at Sonic Labs, they've been developing a project called Spawn, which allows you to basically no code, natural language, AI programming smart contracts and applications. And so that's going to be coming out very soon. The team can work really hard on that. And so ultimately, I think that AI is going to have a very active role in crypto in the future.
That's great. Thank you, Mitchell. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, pleasure.
It's been a great summit so far.
Yes.
Any message to the users there?
Ultimately, we're currently hiring. We're trying to hire people in the head of business development, partnership roles, head of global communications, and a chief marketing officer. And so if you've got experience and you'd like to join a rapidly growing global blockchain, then reach out to us. We'd love to meet you.
So guys, this was Mitchell from Sonic Summit, and he's the CEO of Sonic. 2 parts of the same thing. One is for the community. That is, if you're looking for some really interesting projects, some cool stuff, and on a fast chain, Sonic chain could be the one for you to onboard. And if you're a crypto enthusiast trying to build a career in the crypto ecosystem, then of course, Sonic has a solution for you. They're looking for some good mid-level and high-level positions. So whatever it is that you're seeking, Sonic has a response and answer for you. And with this, I come to the close of this session. This is Sudeep, reporting live from Sonic Summit from the Token 2049 Asia edition. See you guys with more such interviews. Till then, bye-bye.